And you are looking live inside a Giving Heart Community Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight, it's Game 1 of the Dream Pro-Am Championship Series. Alongside Greg Mesneri on camera, I'm Ty Polk. Darrell Dapp Porter Jr. will join us soon. And what a great matchup here as we have 12-2 Bogang taking on 12-2 Cold Steppers. And Cold Steppers coming into this game, they are the #1 overall seed here in the Dream Pro-Am. And really, when you look at it, it's a whole host of contributors on both sides. But when you take a look at it, it's all because of that man right there, as you're seeing on the camera, James Jackson, the league's Defensive Player of the Year in 2022. Known for guarding guards and forwards, he's actually not going to be guarding a guy that's going to be ruled as the scoring champion for the Dream Pro-Am in Antonio Reddic. But expect him at certain points of this game that he will have to have a hat on him. But meanwhile, when you take a look at Bogang, it's a host of assorted contributors. You have a brotherly love contingent there with Corey Taylor and Khindal Taylor, but you also have the twins, the Yellow Jackets twins, in James Jackson and Tim Jackson. And now as you scroll over to the other side, you take a look, and there you see Bogang, a league juggernaut since the beginning of the Dream Pro-Am, led by the league commissioner in Gilmore Cummings, as he's getting his shots together as he daps up Claude Scott, who will not be playing in tonight's game due to an injury suffered in another league. But the main story of this game is going to be Antonio Reddic. Antonio Reddic, the professional scorer, as I like to call him. He scored 35 points, a part of most hated in another Pro-Am league. And now he's going to come to this next league and keep it going for Bogang. He actually holds the most points scored in a game for all competitors in one game all season, in addition to his scoring championship. Can you move your feet up? I got this thing right there. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. But of course, there's a whole sort of competitors out here for Bogang that can make a difference. You have Cummings, you have Lance Jeter, you also have Jason Arrington Sr., who's warming up right here, right next to Jeter. So again, this is going to be a tough 3-game series, as we're expected to see a whole bunch of competitors on both sides. And again, it's going to be a great game. We're glad to have video coverage here for the first time in a couple weeks. I want to give a special shout out to Brian Debonair Starling for allowing us to borrow his camera for tonight's game. And it's going to be important that you see every bit of this action if you're not here at a Giving Heart Community Center. But please be assured, it's going to be a great 3-game series. It might go 2, it might go the entire way 3. But regardless, you're going to see some great competitors on both sides. We'll take a quick break as you're moments away from first tip of Game 1 of the Dream Championship Series, presented by Skyylytes Sports and Debonair Entertainment. Moments away from tip-off here. It's the Dream Pro-Am Championship, Game 1. The Cold Steppers versus Bow Gang. Glad to be back with you. I'm Ty Polk with Greg Messineri on camera. Darrell Porter Jr. of the Bridge City Jazz will be joining us on commentary as soon as he shows up in here. And a special thanks to everybody who's tuning in right now on the Dream Pro-Am Facebook. We're glad to have you on here for this matchup tonight and hopefully the rest of this championship series here from a Giving Heart Community Center. Now, a lot of things you have to talk about here tonight, but there's all sorts of other contributors here in the Dream Pro-Am, and one guy that I want to take a look at is Lance Jeter, as he's the former Beaver Falls great, also played for the University of Nebraska-Lincoln Cornhuskers. Lance has also been a part of some spicy trash talk here on Facebook, as after the victory over a team turn up 4-1-2, he really just, let it all out as you like to see here in the Dream Pro-Am. And it's going to be important to see him a crucial part of Bow Gang, as we're about to see Tone Reddic go in for a dunk here, as he always likes to do here in warm-ups. One of the most electrifying players for the Yellow Jackets and here in the Dream Pro-Am League. So, again, it's going to be a great night. Special shout-out to Jay. He's currently in the comments. He's sitting here watching this game. As you see, he's got his popcorn ready, and he's glad to be a part of tonight's festivities. And, of course, you have the opportunity to come down here to a Giving Heart and experience it yourself if you want to. Again, it's a great atmosphere here. You can come get some food. You can come get some snacks. You can enjoy some great action here from a Giving Heart. And we're still moments away from tip-off here tonight. We'll be right back with that. You're watching the Dream Pro-Am Championship Series Game 1, presented by Skyylytes Sports and Debonair Entertainment. Ready to get it started here. It's Game 1 of the Dream Pro-Am. Tonight's officials, Paris Bundridge, Damon Carr, and Tim Tyler. As Bundridge will inbound it. Tip it up, rather, to begin this contest. Daivey Anderson, Tim Jackson, James Jackson, Asa Bray, And right now there's only 4 actually in the tip-off for the Cold Steppers. And meanwhile, Reddic, Dana Strothers as well, as now we're underway, and it's stolen away quickly by Jackson. James back to Tim, the lay-in, good. Tim Jackson opens the scoring here in the Dream Pro-Am Game 1 of the championship series, and now back the other way inside Alexander underneath the Reddic, and a nice lay-in by Reddic, and it's back to 2-2 to begin this game. Underneath the basket, James Jackson, and he's fouled by Reddic underneath the hoop. Reddick's first foul of the game. 2-2 score as we're 1 minute through. Anderson, the up and under, goes in. Daivey Anderson, his first points of the game, and now it's 4-2 Cold Steppers, as now here's Lance Jeter. Stopped up by Strothers, spins, attacks the baseline, kicks it over Cummings. Allows a man to fly by and tries a 3, good for Gilmore Cummings. Cummings' first basket of the game, and it's 5-4, and it's stolen away by Jeter. A long pass on to Arrington. Arrington for the lay-in, gets it past Tim Jackson for 2. Jason Arrington, his first point, stole it away as well, but he couldn't hit a shot there. There's Asa Bray, steps in for a 3, cashes it in. Asa Bray from downtown. 7-7 ball game as Reddic will bring it up. Fast moving first 2 minutes as he skies it in for Jeter, but it's stolen away by Dana Strothers. Now Strothers will bring it up, stops up on the break, and with 18 on the shot clock, he attacks Dawkins, sizing up his defender. Now on the block, here's Jackson. Jackson kicks it over in the lane to Bray for 3 again. That one off. Jackson gets the rebound and was tapped away by Arrington. Gets it out to Strothers, and he cashes in from downtown. Dana Strothers from 3-point range. It's 10-7 Cold Steppers. And now here's Cummings over to Jeter. Kicks it over Reddic. Reddic attacking the lane. Nice drop pass on to Dawkins. Dawkins, it's fouled. And it looks like they'll call that one on Bray. That's his first. It was in the act of shooting, so Dawkins will shoot 2. Dawkins first at the line goes in. And again, the story is these are the top 2 teams in the league. Dawkins hits both at the line. It's a 1-point lead for the Cold Steppers, and here comes Dana Strothers. Strothers now puts on the gas. He'll go all the way. Kicks it over to Bray. That's a 2-pointer. That one bounces high, and now rebound goes to Reddic. Reddic skies it over. Here's Arrington. Arrington, a little hurried on the layup, but it still goes. He wanted a foul as well. Nothing doing there. Bogang takes the lead by 1. It's 11-10. As we're approaching 3:30 play, Strothers attacking the lane. The lay-in good. 5 points for Dana Strothers here in this first half. And Reddic, a long 3-pointer. That one off back iron and out. Bounces over on a long rebound to Arrington. Kicks it over. A long 3-pointer. Jeter from downtown. Lance Jeter. His first 3-pointer, and now here's Anderson. 4 minutes played through, and here comes a 2-pointer from Jackson, and Tim Jackson gets the bucket. $14 all, and Jeter will bring it up. 4:20 played. Another long 3-pointer from Jeter. Oh, he hit that one all the way from the point. And that's the Bogang offense, but now Bray will try to answer back and does. It's going to be a long night for me scoring this game, calling this game at the same time, but hey, I'll take it. It's a championship series. Reddic now has it guarded by Strothers, kicks it over Jeter. Jeter tries a window pass Bray, and it does, and gets the layup. Lance Jeter, 8 points so far. Strothers kicks it over. James Jackson guarded by Arrington. Jackson, the spin move, and he got it over Arrington. James Jackson, his first bucket of the night, and it's 19-19 all. And that one goes out of bounds. As we thank you for tuning in, 11 people so far watching this Game 1 of the Dream Pro-Am Series presented by Skyylytes Sports and Debonair Entertainment. I'm Ty Polk with you. Jeter. Anderson guarding him. A step-back three-pointer. That one just off. Strothers taps it over to James Jackson, drops it over to Tim Jackson. He'll try a three on the left wing. Bounces high and out. Jackson fighting for it. Caught it in the corner. Skies it over to Anderson. Now Strothers. Strothers attacking down the lane. That one blocked away by Reddick. And Arrington gets the ball. Here comes Gil Cummings. That one to Jeter. Strothers guarding in. Jeter going all the way. A nice drop pass on to Reddick, but he wasn't ready for it. Tim Jackson to James Jackson. A Euro step. A long floater. That one off. A second chance opportunity goes for James Jackson. He has 4. Cold Steppers ahead by two. Biggest lead was 4. Will Dawkins on the block. Kicks it over. Reddick. One more pass over Arrington. Another long three-pointer. That one swirled out. Anderson, a nice pass on to Jackson. And Tim Jackson gets the two-pointer. 6 points for him. And the Cold Steppers equal their biggest lead of the night so far. 4 points. Jeter. An alley-oop to Reddick. That one almost worked out, but he couldn't get the dunk. Strothers, a two-pointer inside the arc. Good for Dana Strothers. 7 points for him. Jeter will bring it up. Guarded by Anderson. Jeter attacking. Kicks it over to Reddick. One more pass over to Cummings. And they say that was last touched by James Jackson, and he'll stay over with Cummings as he has a laugh about it. The inbound goes to Cummings. Khindal Taylor guarding it. Reddick lost it on the floor, and it goes right into the hands of Strothers. Strothers with Dawkins around them. No shot called, but a foul on Dawkins. His first. Now on the inbounds, they kick it over. Tim Jackson for 3. That one off front rim and out. Strothers on the long rebound. Now on the baseline, tries a 2. Rejected by Cummings. Now inside to Tim Jackson. Tim Jackson, the fader over Reddick. Couldn't rattle that one home. And the rebound goes to Bogang. Jeter will bring it up. Strothers guarding him the entire way at the half-court line. A spin move past Strothers, and he'll go in, and the layup good. Lance Jeter with 10 points. Bogang down to 4 now. Now it's Khindal Taylor. Gets past Miller, trying to go baseline. That one off. Fights inside for it. Kicks it over. Tim Jackson recovers it in the left corner. Guarded by Dawkins. Long pass on to Anderson on the opposite wing. He'll try a long three-pointer. That one bounces out. Rebound goes to Dawkins. Now Dawkins will bring it to Jeter, and Jeter will slow it down as he'll make it past the timeline with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Jeter calls a play, kicks it over. Miller. Nick Miller on the left wing. Try to entry pass. Anderson evaded past him, and now that allowed a three-pointer by Anderson, but that one goes off. Here comes Khindal Taylor. A bounce pass on to Tim Jackson straight away. Now he'll attack down the line. Kicks it over to Bray, and Bray is fouled by Dawkins. Second foul on Will Dawkins. And third team foul overall for Bogang. Bogang officially on the opposing scoreboard is the home team. The Cold Steppers wearing white are considered the road team, but the Cold Steppers have the better record, at least the number 1 overall record. Now Anderson, an inside pass thrown away by Miller, and here comes Lance Jeter, the layup, counted and one. Lance Jeter with 12 points so far, 2 threes to his total. And that one bounces out for him. So it remains a 2-point game. Simons inside to Norm Rogers. That one bounces high and out as he goes on the baseline. A 5-on-4 so far for Bogang. Jeter kicks it over to Reddic. Reddic a long cross-corner pass to Arrington. A jab step and a three-pointer. That one bounces high and out. Rebound goes to Daivey Anderson. A long pass on. Reddic intercepts. Now Reddic, a quick pass on to Arrington. Arrington attacking, lost the handle. And they say the last touch there was by a cold stepper, and they say it was off of Rogers. Nick Miller will inbound it. A quick pass inside to Dawkins, and it's blocked away by Anderson. Anderson got it. Kicks it over Khindal Taylor, but it's stolen away by Reddic. Reddic will go in all alone. Going down the lane, the layup, tried to draw a foul. No dice there. Khindal to Kamron. Kamron Taylor for three. That one off back iron and out, goes over to Taylor. Quick pass on to Daivey Anderson. Back to Kamron Taylor. Dribbles in for a three. That one off as well. Dawkins volleyball tapped it over, but it stays with the Cold Steppers. A new 24 inside, but that one off a Cold Stepper and a turnover out of bounds. And Bogang will call timeout. Electric start to this game for hotly contested championship. And when you take a look at this, teams on both sides well represented by the Steel City Yellow Jackets, as Gilmore Cummings, Antonio Reddic, and Jason Arrington Sr. are the three representatives for Bogang, and the two representatives for the Yellow Jackets is the twins, Tim Jackson and James Jackson. 5 Yellow Jackets from this previous championship team. And coming up this Saturday, it's your opportunity to join in on the title defense for the Yellow Jackets as they prepare for the 2022-2023 season, looking to bring some championship sting. So the Cold Steppers will have the ball after a long talk with the officials. James Jackson over to Norm Rogers. Rogers try to get it past Alexander, try to drop it off to Khindal Taylor. Stolen away by Arrington Sr. Jeter kicks it back to Arrington Sr. Goes through the contact, his shot off. Fighting inside Dawkins. A second chance opportunity won't go. Third does for Will Dawkins. Dawkins with 4 points, knots the score back at 25 all. Troy Simons gets past Arrington. The up and under layup almost got it to go. The rebound goes to Alexander. Reddic kicks it over to Jeter. Jeter, guarded by Khindal Taylor, kicks it over to Arrington in the corner for three. Good. Jason Arrington Sr. with 7 points. Bogang back in front as they are on a 7-0 run, and that one off for the Cold Steppers. Basketball's a game of runs, and we'll see if Bogang can add some more to it. A spin move by Jeter, but he's into a double with James Jackson and Kamron Taylor, and they say that that was off of Jeter. And referee Damon Carr having to be in control of a lot of these contested out of bounds plays on both sides. But of course, always tough calls, never popular to have those in here. So the Cold Steppers will inbound on the baseline, it seems. Seems like they call it last touched by Bogang. Or actually, it looks like they reversed it, so Bogang still has possession. Up 3, a 7-0 run for them. Miller will inbound it. Calling for it is Cummings underneath the basket, but it's Jeter. Cummings still calling for it on the low block. Gets it, but Kamron Taylor is right there. Kicks it over to Jeter for three. That one bounces out. Rebound goes to Khindal Taylor. And Khindal fighting for it, and it looks like they'll call that on Jason Arrington, his first. 14 fouls to 2 for the Cold Steppers. Simons, Khindal Taylor. Taylor steps in for three-pointer. Good. Khindal Taylor from downtown. And that stops the 7-0 run for Bogang. It's 28 apiece. 6:27 remaining in the first. A crossover by Reddic, a drive, and he draws the foul. We'll call that a foul on Khindal Taylor. And Reddic will shoot two at the line. 20-minute halves in the Dream Pro-Am. Running clock on both sides, so regardless of that in the first half, in the second half, in the final minute, the clock will stop. The first one off for Reddic. So the clock will continue to drain from here. 5:39 and dropping remaining in the first half. Reddic looking for his second at the line, and that one bounces out as well. So a rare no-go at the line for Tone Reddic. And Simons bounces it over. James Jackson attacking over Miller. That one off on the runner. Rebound goes to Lance Jeter. Jeter will bring it up. Quick pass on to Arrington, a three-pointer. That one off. Good defense by Simons as he picks it up and dribbles past Arrington. Now he stops up at the break. Reddic now guarding him, and that pass goes out of bounds, and it says that it was an errant pass out of bounds, and no one touched it from Bogang, and James Jackson not very happy about it. But actually they overrule it because of how incredulous Jackson was, and now he skies it over Kamron Taylor as it goes off his hands and it goes underneath us. And Lance Jeter, right in front of us, has a lot of words to say. So that one off of Taylor on a nice defense by Jeter, as you get to see how competitive it was right in your own kitchen. And now here's Nick Miller. Kicks it over Jeter. On the left block, guarded by Kamron Taylor. A step back fader, that one off. The back iron goes over to Miller on the rebound. A spin move and the layup good. Nice moves inside by Nick Miller, and Bogang back in front, 30-28. Kamron Taylor kicks it over. Norm Rogers for three. That one rainbowed over and cut side rim there as it goes out of bounds off Miller. Quick shout out to our cameraman, Greg Mesneri, keeping up with the action for all of us here. The newest member of the Skyylytes Sports Debonair Entertainment family. And now inbounding it is Nick Miller. Miller, guarded by Tim Jackson, over to Jeter. Cummings gets past James Jackson, and that's a two-pointer. And actually they rule it as a three, rather. But it didn't. But it was a far corner for us. But regardless, Cummings' second three-pointer up and under. And it goes in for James Jackson. 33-30 is our score. Jeter will bring it up past the timeline. Here's Reddic. Reddic, guarded by Khindal Taylor. Daivey Anderson switches on to Reddic. Reddic now attacking pass. Anderson draws the foul. Reddic 0 for 2 his last trip at the line. A rare 0 for 2 for him. As they'll try again at the line. 40 points and another 35, 40 is the season high that he had, and it's led all players as, again, Reddic not hitting at the line, and rarely he takes advantage of these charity stripe opportunities, though he's played so much basketball. You don't want to have an off night during the championship, but for a scorer like him, I think sometimes you can accept it, and you know that he'll be better next time out. And so far, the story is 0 for 4 at the line. Reddic checked his hand for a second, but I don't know if it affected him. Now Troy Simons for three. That one off. Rebound goes to Cummings. Cummings kicks it over. Jeter runs onto it, and Jeter gets past the timeline, just bowling past Anderson. And he stops up. Cummings straight away. A step back over Strothers. Oh my goodness! Gilmore Cummings from downtown over Strothers. Man, what a shot! Jackson over to Anderson. He'll try his own three-pointer. That one almost wedged off the side of the rim off. And now here comes Cummings. We've seen his three-point stroke, and it looks like it's one of those nights for him. Arrington now has it. Bounces it over to Cummings. Cummings, and they call it out of bounds, but Simons really affected him. They could have called a reach-in or a blocking there, and Cummings looked at him like, are you kidding me? You're not going to call that. But unfortunately, that's what they decided to do. Tim Jackson inside to James, back to Tim, kicks it over. Dana Strothers on the left wing, tries the three-pointer. Can't get the hand down, man down over Cummings, and now here comes Reddic. Reddic over the timeline, drops it over. Cummings, a long three-pointer. That one just off, under a minute remaining. And here comes Tim Jackson slowing it down, 54 seconds. Jackson, a step back. Jeter, a late contest, that one off. Strothers kicks it over. Jackson tried to get it. Tim Jackson fought for it, got it. Troy Simons for three, cashes in. Simons' his first three-pointer, a three-point lead for Bogang, and it's stolen away by James Jackson. And on a chase down, Reddic draws the foul. Second on Tone Reddic. Back and forth action, man. It's just how it is here in the Dream Pro-Am. Under 13 seconds remaining, and no one's coming over to the line, and they finally stopped the clock up with 12, and there's a big argument over at the scorer's table, and now I really wish that I brought our broadcast equipment over to the other side, because I know it's probably going to be a little vulgar, but that's just how it is with basketball. But it's intense when you have a championship on the line, and even if it's a summer league, this is what you want to see. This is how you want to see everyone competing. They're treating it like it's the ABA championship, like they're playing overseas in Europe, like they're fighting for high school championships in the WPIL or the City League or wherever they came from if they went outside of Western Pennsylvania for high school. In the case of some players in this league. Cooler heads prevail. James Jackson will shoot two. And his first one off at the line. Foul shots have been at pretty much a premium. Only Will Dawkins has had a perfect trip at the line for both teams so far, and both are off for James Jackson, so the basket is closed up. Simons a fader that one off on the left baseline, and now Dawkins skies it over. Miller with 3 seconds remaining, trying to drop it inside for Arrington, but time will expire here in this first half of Game 1 of the Dream Pro-Am Championship Series, and we'll be right back with some halftime notes and scores. You're watching the Dream Pro-Am Championship Series presented by Skyylytes Sports and Debonair Entertainment. let me. I'll clean it off. I got you, man. Lance, 12 points so far in this game, but it's been real back and forth so far. Just what have you seen from your team, and how excited are you about their effort so far in this first half?
We're playing good. We just got to get the turnovers down. We're doing some sloppy passes, but if we get the turnovers down, we got numbers on the other end. Just got to get one stop, play good defense, get one stop, and then let's get the running. We're doing good, though. We're playing hard. Gil's hitting a lot of shots. Tone's being aggressive. So it's going good.
Lance, thank you so much. Jeez, letting out there, though. I got to clean that. And that was Lance Jeter, the leading scorer so far for all players in this game with 12. Bogang with the assault from behind the arc. So we'll see what they can do here. The Cold Steppers will start the second half with the ball, and Jackson drops it over to Strothers, and we're underway. Strothers dishes it over. Tim Jackson on the handoff. Jackson lost it in the lane. Miller, a long pass out to Arrington, the lay-in, and that'll start off the second half as Jason Arrington gets the first points there. He now has 9. Bray kicks it over. Tim Jackson on the left wing for 3. Cashes in. Jackson cuts it down to 2. Here's Miller. Dishes it off to Jeter. Jeter gets past Jackson. Kicks it over in the corner. Arrington again. That one off. Rebound goes to Dana Strothers. Strothers passes it over. A nice kiss off the glass, but it doesn't go for Anderson. But a follow-up by Jackson. And James Jackson tries to appeal over to the ref. 38 all to begin this second half. Miller tries to spin past Strothers in the lane. That one goes for Nick Miller. 4 points warm. Bogang back ahead, 40-38. A minute and a half played. Here's Anderson. Tried to get past Dawkins. Kicks it over to Strothers. A straightaway three-pointer. Straight cash homie from Dana Strothers. He now has 10. Or excuse me, that wasn't Strothers. He was looking over there, but a three-pointer regardless. So now back the other way, a lay-in good. A three-pointer, trying to get some things together on this line. Missed some points, but it's all good. Jackson, a tough layup and a nice defense by Reddic. Reddic will bring it up. Reddic off his hands, kicks it over to Dawkins. Dawkins over to Jeter. Jeter and Dawkins tripped in the lane. And they'll call a foul. Cummings checks in for Dawkins. Bogang ahead 43-41. Clock stopped with 2:45 as they're going to clean up the lane that Bogang attacks in this second half. As you see a few of the comments here on the screen, here's Arrington over to Miller. Miller attacking, that one blocked away by Strothers, and Cold Steppers save it. Here comes Tim Jackson. Jackson, a three-pointer. That one off front rim, and now Bray fought for it, but it went to Miller, who saved it from going out of bounds. Here's Arrington, hangs in the air for the layup. 11 points for Jason Arrington Sr. 4-point lead for Bogang. Anderson tapped away by Miller out of bounds as he was looking for James Jackson. Anderson will inbound it. Strothers jabs and hands it over to Tim Jackson. Inside James Jackson over Miller. Trying to draw the foul, but the scoop shot is good by James Jackson. 10 points for him. Miller runs onto it, goes for the up and under, good. Tough layup by Nick Miller. Also a tough layup the other way by James Jackson. 47-43. Reddic hangs through the contact, and again, what a way to see these two teams fight so far in this game. Reddic, 4 points for him. Jeter attacking on the lane. That one couldn't get the friendly roll on a second chance opportunity. The friendly roll doesn't work for Reddic either. Here comes Tim Jackson. Evades past it, lost it off his foot. Tried to dive for it, got it back, but Jeter had it. Picks it up right near the table here as Anderson falls into it, and playoff intensity, man. I did not expect this, but you gotta love it. Or maybe I should have. I've been here just about every week this summer. Cummings will inbound it. Taylor inside to Reddic. Guarded by Strothers. Reddic, a turnaround hook. That one off, a second chance. Stolen away by Strothers. Here comes Dana Strothers. Pass Miller. Hacked by Jeter, and he'll go to the line. Dana Strothers at the line, and he'll shoot two. And we're looking for our first made foul shot since Will Dawkins early on in this game. And the story is 8 straight missed foul shots between both teams since Dawkins made his 2 at the line. And Strothers can't answer it as well, so that's 9 straight foul shots by either side not going in. Here's Miller. Miller lost it from Simons, and it goes out of bounds. But they say it was off of Simons, but he was fighting for it. Boy, a toughly officiated game here in the playoffs. It's game 1, but regardless, Miller will inbound it on the baseline. Kicks it over, Jeter dials up from long range. That one off. Reddic gets the rebound, a second chance opportunity. No dice for him either, and he couldn't get the foul as well. Jackson attacking, drops it off. Anderson, the lay-in, good. And we're knotted up at 47. Anderson has 4 points. Miller lost it out of bounds. And the entire gym going crazy up in the bleacher, and everyone fighting for this championship. This might be the best 3-game series of basketball you'll ever see. And it's going to be touch and go the entire way, so just in case you're wondering, overtimes are 3 minutes, and they can go continuously. There's no to 15 rule. They'll just keep on going until we get a winner at the end of the overtime regulation. Simon shot just misses. Rebound goes to Reddic, and now here comes Nick Miller. Miller kicks it over. A Cummings, a long 3-pointer, and he couldn't bank that one home. Rebound, Tim Jackson, Khindal Taylor. Taylor down the lane, blocked away by Arrington, but they call a foul. And Arrington incredulous about that as well. We're approaching 8 minutes played in this second half, and we're looking for our first foul shot made. And finally, Khindal Taylor ends the long drought on both sides. 9 straight foul shots missed. And Taylor, just like that, gets a perfect trip at the line. So both teams have a perfect trip apiece. And the Cold Steppers have the lead. Here's Jeter. Over to Miller, attacking, lost his footing, but a foul is called on Kamron Taylor. They call a block on him, his first. Cummings will inbound it on the baseline. He thought it was a side out, but it wasn't close to the line for that. And rather Jeter, and he throws it away. But they call a foul on Khindal Taylor, as they say he reached in there and didn't allow Cummings the opportunity to either get the ball himself or actually swipe it away and steal it for the Cold Steppers. That's Taylor's second. Now Cummings, a step back in the corner. That one a little short. Rebound goes to Kamron Taylor, and Taylor will bring it up. Kicks it over to Khindal. Khindal attacking over it. Simon step back all alone. Straight away three. That one off front rim and out. They tap around for it. Simons gets the rebound. Over to Kamron Taylor all alone for three-point range. And he couldn't dial it up from deep. And Jackson managed to get me out of bounds off the foot of Arrington as he hit it off of him and it trickled out. Norm Rogers will inbound it. Rogers, Simons calling for it. And the Cold Steppers had to call a timeout or they get the 5-second inbound rule. 10:15 remaining in regulation, a 49-47 lead for the Cold Steppers. The Cold Steppers have managed to get their bones in this second half, attacking inside. No three-pointers outside of Tim Jackson's three from beyond deep. And Bogang hot in the first half from deep as they had 6 3-pointers, 3 of them from Cummings, 2 from Jeter, and 1 from Jason Arrington. So far, nothing doing here in the second half from deep. And no one all alone for Kamron Taylor as he knocks it down in the corner. Kamron Taylor, his first three-pointer this game. And it's the biggest lead of the night for the Cold Steppers by 5. Reddic inside Dawkins, kick it over. Miller, Rogers closed him out. Now Miller attacks from there. He hit it off the backboard. And on a second chance, it's Reddic with the 2. 6 points for Tone Reddic. 3-point lead. Kamron Taylor, Troy Simons. Khindal Taylor, a long three-pointer! Khindal Taylor, his second three-pointer. 8 points for him. Cold Steppers was accepted in the backcourt and Miller was across the line. But Reddic, he'll take advantage of it. 55-51, and the Cold Steppers, and it looks like they call a technical foul on Gilmore Cummings. Yes, a technical is awarded, it looks like, on Cummings. And all the referees here, Paris Bundridge, Damon Carr, and Tim Tyler will have a talk with it, and Carr will dish it over as it will be Kamron Taylor taking the technical free throw. And maybe a little bit of ball don't lie for Gilmore Cummings. He's had a few gripes in this game that are warranted, but got to keep your cool here in the championship. And again, we thank you so much for tuning in on this Skyylytes Sports and Debonair Entertainment production of the Dream Pro-Am Championship Finals. Game 1, Cold Steppers versus Bogang. Ty Polk with you. The Cold Steppers ahead by 4, 55-51. Tim Jackson, Kamron Taylor, a step back. And now here comes Norm Rogers attacking, and he'll get the bounce. It bounced out rather, and Dawkins tried to pick it out to Arrington, but it's stolen away by Simons. Simons all alone. Khindal Taylor. He'll step it back out with 16 on the shot clock. Taylor lost the handle for a second. He's in trouble. Now he picks up his dribble. Dishes it over to Jackson for three. That one off. Dawkins picks up the rebound. They jam for it and fight for it on the ground. Reddic picks it up, and now he'll go into the front court and attack. Jeter, a long three-pointer. That one off. Rebound goes to Simons as he fought past Arrington Sr. for it. Here comes Tim Jackson. Kicks it over. Kamron Taylor for three. That one off. Rogers taps it over. Jeter picks it up, and now he'll charge forward. Jeter. Simons wanted the charge. It goes to Kamron Taylor. Jeter gets it back. Taps it over. Reddic for a three-pointer. That one a little short. Rebound goes to Khindal Taylor. 7:26 remaining. A 4-point lead for the Cold Steppers. Kamron over. Troy Simons for three in the corner. That one off front rim and out. Rebound goes to Nick Miller. Miller fights past Tim Jackson. Going all alone on Khindal Taylor. That one off. Jackson will slow it down. Under 7 minutes remaining. Tim Jackson with the ball. And it's Reddic guarding. Jackson gets past Reddic. All the way for the layup. He'll draw the foul. Try to see if you can get the scoreboard. So as you can see, the Cold Steppers are ahead by 4. The clock still rolling here. 6:20 remaining. Tim Jackson will shoot 2. And Tim's first at the line goes. Cold Steppers by 5. 6 minutes remaining in regulation. Packed gym here at a Giving Heart Community Center. Jackson's second one goes as well. A 7-point lead for the Cold Steppers. Timeout Bogang with 5:48 remaining in the second half. This game brought to you by Skyylytes Sports and Debonair Entertainment alongside Loving Kindness Healthcare Systems. And we thank you for tuning in to tonight's game here. We hope you've been enjoying it. I certainly have. Greg Mesneri on camera certainly has. And we thank you for being a part of the summer hoops this year. Jeter will inbound it to Reddic. Jeter brings it past the timeline. Jeter a spin move. Steps out, Cummings over to Reddic. Inside Will Dawkins. Spin on the post, but he lost the handle. James Jackson, that's why he's Defensive Player of the Year, guarding bigs, guarding guards. Jackson left it over Strothers as he tried to go through the lane. Strothers on the right block, now underneath the basket. The up and under good for James Jackson. 12 points for James Jackson. And the Cold Steppers have their biggest lead of the night again by 8. Dawkins, a screen by Jeter. Dawkins, quick pass inside. Cummings on the block. Gets the and one. Bounced up there forever. But it goes in for Gilmore Cummings, given a technical earlier. 9 points. That bucket gives him 11 as he'll try to complete the three-point play. And he does. And now Bogang only down by 5. 4:22 remaining. Jackson lost it, but it goes over to Bray. And they call a foul on the floor. And Cummings says, my bad, so the foul's on him. We're approaching 4 minutes remaining. Jackson dishes it over. Strothers for 3. That one off. Anderson, flat fork, got it. Simons a long three-pointer. That one rattled out. Anderson again. Bray will try from the left wing. That one off as well. Tapped over, but Dawkins stops the music. Jeter with Reddic going. Jeter all the way. Couldn't get that one to go. Reddic cleans up the garbage. Back down to a 3-point lead for the Cold Steppers. Strothers, no one guarding him. He goes all the way and gets the layup. 9 points for Dana Strothers. Arrington stops and starts. Blocked away by Anderson on the drive. Here comes Simons. Simons drops it off. James Jackson guarded by Cummings. Tries a three-pointer. That one off front rim and out. Jeter tapped it over to Reddic. Now Reddic attacking. A long pass over. Arrington. He'll try a three-pointer. That one off front rim and it bounces top of the rim and out. And with 3:05 remaining and out of bounds, and the Cold Steppers are 3 minutes away from going up 1-0 in the series with an opportunity to win it all tomorrow night. Jackson will inbound it. Strothers, 13 on the shot clock. Strothers guarded by Cummings. A step back now will size him up. Spin move, lost the handle. 6 on the shot clock. Strothers, step back, a three-pointer over Cummings. That one off front rim and out. Rebound goes to Jeter. A bounce over to Reddic. Reddic hands it over. Arrington. Back to Reddic. A long three-pointer. That one off. Jeter gets the rebound inside. The layup counted and one. Jeter gets his first basket of the second half. He had 12 in the first half. And a critical chance at the line, but it bounces out, so it remains a 3-point lead for the Cold Steppers. 1:45 remaining. Tim Jackson, Simons, Anderson, to James Jackson, lost it out of bounds, but they call a push, and that's on James Jackson. So Bogang will get the ball back, 1:25 remaining. And it looks like, actually they'll call a foul on the floor. Rather, so Jeter will shoot 2 at the line. And it looks like there's a lot of confusion. They stopped the clock at 1:06. So rather, the shots will go to Arrington, excuse me. Clock stopped at a minute remaining. Arrington, first shot off the rim. It was a 1-and-1 opportunity, but Tone Reddic gets the 2 points. 1 point lead for the Cold Steppers. A long pass on from Jackson to James Jackson. Dawkins guards him all the way out. 42 seconds remaining. Bogang can play straight up and not draw a foul. Jackson lost the handle occasionally. Now, over Dawkins, a pass over to Simons. 8 on the shot clock. Simons, a turnaround three-pointer. That one bounces out. Jeter gets the rebound. A long pass on to Arrington. Simons didn't get it. That's a blocking foul, but they didn't call it. Simons, that one bounced out by Dawkins, and Arrington is wondering where was the foul. 19.8 seconds remaining, but he's got to get back into play regardless. Cummings not happy with the officiating crew so far tonight. And yeah, he was tripped in there, but the question, did the ref rule that incidental? That looked like in that situation, that's an opportunity for points with a 1-point lead in the final 19.8 of a championship game. You probably should call that one, at least with how foul shots have been at a premium for makes. You can at least say, fine, earn the points at the line. At the very least in this situation, you wonder why it wasn't called. But regardless, both teams have an opportunity tomorrow. The Cold Steppers so far ahead by 1. If the score holds up in their favor, they can go for the championship tomorrow at a Giving Heart. Anderson will inbound at 18 seconds. Dawkins will draw the foul. A side out inbounds right in front of our table as Jackson will inbound it. Anderson picks it up. Anderson, he's fouled again by Dawkins. James looking for the inbound, skies it over to Daivey Anderson. Anderson fouled by Cummings, and he'll go to the line on the intentional foul. So at best, Anderson can make it where Bogang either has to hit the 4-point shot, and that is allowed here in the Dream Pro-Am, or a 3 to tie if he hits both at the line. Cummings checks out. Dawkins will check back in. Anderson will be at the line shooting 2. The 1-and-1 rather, actually. Both teams have 17 fouls apiece. Anderson's first at the line, good, and that'll make it a 2-point lead. Anderson's second goes as well, and a 3-point lead for the Cold Steppers with 12.7, and Reddick will call a timeout for Bogang as they'll try to figure out a play here that can tie it up for them with 12.7 seconds remaining. And again, we thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast here on Skyylytes Sports and Debonair Entertainment. It's the Dream Pro-Am Championship Game 1. Cold Steppers ahead 63-60 over Bogang, who has called a timeout with 12.7 seconds remaining. So hang on to your seat. I mean, this is still very much anyone's game at this point, and with how these teams can put up points in bunches when they got it going. So long inbounds as Arrington. Miller will come back into the backcourt, accept it. Get past, 10 seconds, no shot clock for the remaining of this time. Jeter, a step back, long three-pointer, off front rim and out. Rebound goes to Jackson, throws it over to Jeter. A long shot again, that one off, back iron and out. And that will do it. The Cold Steppers take game one. Final score 63-60. Jeter almost brought down the house. That would have been a 4-pointer, and that would have won the game for Bogang there. But it was not to be. Woo, what a game here tonight, here from a Giving Heart Community Center. And you can really put this one on the back of James Jackson, 12 points. And a hotly contested game. Tim Jackson with 11. Kamron Taylor had 3. These are unofficial, by the way. Daivey Anderson, 5. Khindal Taylor, 8. And Dana Strothers with 9. And meanwhile, for Bogang, a valiant effort here tonight. 12 points for Reddic. 12 points for Gilmore Cummings. 6 for Nick Miller. 11 for Jason Arrington Sr. And 14 for Lance Jeter. An amazing game on both sides, and we still got more to come, as tomorrow night we'll see if the Cold Steppers can take the championship in game 2. Or does Bogang have another rally in them as they'll try to knot the series up at 1 game apiece. But regardless, we thank you for tuning in for tonight's game. Sorry we couldn't get Darrell Porter Jr. in here for tonight's game, because I guess he was a little bit busy tonight. But regardless, you've seen a great game here for the Dream Pro-Am Game 1. Special thanks to Greg Mansari, running the camera here tonight for us. Much appreciated for you to be able to see this action here tonight. And of course, thank you to Scott Taylor and Brian Debonair Starling for their actions and getting me the equipment, and of course getting us this camera so you can see this game exclusively on the Dream Pro-Am Facebook page and Skyylytes Sports, and also my personal YouTube as well, Ty Polk. So again, we thank you so much for tuning in here. Once again, our final score: the Cold Steppers 63, Bogang 60. Cold Steppers take a 1-0 series lead. They'll have the opportunity for Game 2 tomorrow to take the Dream Pro-Am Championship, and we hope to see you then. I'm Ty Polk saying good night from a Giving Heart.